What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld, and today we're going to be discussing the new goats and also the previous goats that are now upgradable to 90. Now, if you're new to the channel, I already released a video about a month ago letting you guys know that you would be able to upgrade your recent goats that you already have, like the Deion Sanders, the Barry Sanders, Randy Moss and those guys, to a 90. And now it's been officially released. So what I'm going to do right now, because we have viewers all over the world, is going to go ahead and break it down, okay? Primarily, you can buy a pack in the store for the new goats. This is the Mega Goat Bundle. It's you have three of the new goats that I'm going to go to. I'm going to show you in a second that are 87 overall. They're called like holiday goats. That's what they're calling them. And then you have the regular goats that you could have just paid $20 for and gotten earlier in the season. Like this right here, this $20 right here. Those were the original goats. I'm going to go to the actual sets and break it down for you to let you know what's the difference and what's going on. But you could also go here. You don't have to get that big bundle with the 58. But what happens is you get also upgrades for the baby goats that you don't otherwise have to buy in the auction house and stuff like that. Because you can get the goat, the holiday goat, like a Calvin Johnson. That's an 87 overall. You can get him right away from this pack. But you can see it doesn't have any baby goats. So I'm going to explain to you what the baby goats are. And right here in the upgrade set section, you're going to go there and you're going to go over to, where is it? Where are my goats? Right here. All right. Now, you're going to see the new goats. These are the holiday goats right here. Calvin Johnson, Michael Strahan, and Franco Harris. Okay. Now, these goats start at 87. As these goats over here, if you guys, I have Randy Moss, right? I had the Randy Moss that I paid the $20 for. And what happened was, once you get the Randy Moss, you were able to feed him baby goats, and you got him up to this level right here, the 87 overall with the playmaker, stuff like that. So if we go back and look at what happened, the baby goat was an 83 or whatever when I got it at the pack for $20. Then I did solos and got baby goats because they had solos for like 33 days. It was called like the 33 days of baby goats. But they also have solos now for the new current goats as well. But I don't know if I want to upgrade my Randy Moss or go after Calvin Johnson, because my Randy Moss that's 87 overall, he tends to drop the ball at an excessive rate. And I don't know at this point if the game is going to be patched to allow my players that are wide open to catch the ball, but I have to figure that out. But I just wanted to make sure that I can break it down for everybody that wants to upgrade their team because, you're fans of Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, etc. All right, so now that you understand that these are the original goats, Ray Lewis, Jerry Rice, Barry Sanders, Tom Brady, Bo Jackson, all these guys, you can upgrade them, but they are separate from these three new goats that come as a base 87. So now you don't got to work it up to something else, all right? So we're going to go and look at Calvin Johnson set, for instance. Once you buy the pack and you start off with this 87 overall, when you click right here, you're going to see it'll give you the warning that they're not available, whatever like that. You have to buy a pack to get him. Now, you can just buy him or any of these other three for $20, the same way I did with Randy Moss without the baby goats, or you could spend the $58 and get baby goats along with one of these three holiday goats. All right? So now that we understand that and setting it up, after you get the goat that you want, after you do the first upgrade, you would proceed to do the second upgrade, which is the 89, adding all those items, and then you would add the final one, which will get him to a 90. Okay? Now, you guys are probably going to ask me, Gmi, what do you think? Should I go for the Calvin over the Randy Moss? At this point, the way Randy Moss is playing, I would go with anybody. I would go with a blind squirrel over Randy Moss right now. That guy is a bum. Okay? But again, if you guys want to upgrade it, that's what this video is about. All right? So now that we know all of these things right here, let's go take a look at the solos and see what EA is offering us as far as the grinders go for free. When you go over the solo challenges, you're going to see the Gauntlet Unleash, obviously, because it resets, but you should see the GOAT action here. Now, this is 22 solos, and they have it broken down between arcade and competitive. Now, if you've been playing Weekend League in competitive mode, you would know there's no difference between competitive and arcade mode at this current moment, because I recently just streamed and had the ball thrown through my body at an excessive rate. So either way you do it, you should play all of them. You're going to get different things. You're going to earn baby goats of each particular item. And remember, you can put any baby goat into the sets. All right, so any of the baby goats, and these are full games. I don't know why they're making them full games now. It's 3-minute quarters, but I guess they're probably saying you want something free, you're going to sit there for 3 minutes in each quarter and have to do it. So obviously we're going to go into the solos and we're going to, you know, chew clock and just get through it. But they're all full games, 3-minute quarters, and you get, you know, you're going to get a total of 22, all right, of baby goats, okay? So now you see these are 2 baby goats. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, and then you get 1 from each one of these. So right here, you earn 1 baby goat, so you're going to end up with 33. All right? So 33 baby goats is similar to the pack that they give you because you get 34 out of the $58 pack, right? So if we look at that really quickly, we'll see you got that, plus you get the 34 baby goats. So you'll have a total of, what, 67 baby goats. So with 67 baby goats and that specific pack right there, you would be looking at possibly a full upgrade of at least 1. Let's do the math on this and see how it'll work out. Say we wanted to do Calvin Johnson. All right, so you need 15 there because his card doesn't count. So that's 15 plus another 20, that's 35, plus another 25. So 35 and 25, that's 60, right? So you should have enough. If my math is correct, yeah, 35 and 25 should be 60. So you would have enough to get 1 of your goats. If you spent $50, did all the solos, you could possibly get 1 of these done. But it seems like more than likely you're going to have to hustle it up because if you want to upgrade a previous goat that you already have, it's the same amount. So it's 15, 20, 35, and then 25. So that's 60. So you're gonna need 120 goats. And I don't know how many more solos they're gonna be putting out. So it looks like people that want to upgrade their cards are gonna have to spend a decent amount. But you can also do these goat silver packs where you're guaranteed nat at least 1, I believe. But it was coming in with like 2 to 3 when I was doing it the last time. It gives 1 guaranteed non-auctionable tradable goat. So you could play around with the coins, or you could spend $4.50 each time for 1 to 3 baby goats. It's kind of weird, but we could go ahead and check the price as well. The Mega Goat Bundle, let's just double check it again. It contains 7-time gold packs, guaranteed 1 to 3 baby goats, 27 additional baby goats, and a fantasy pack giving the choice of 87 overall. So pretty much 7-time goat packs. So it's 1 to 3 guaranteed. So that's why they're telling you, and then you get an additional 27 baby goats. So that seems like it's more, but they're just guaranteeing you 34. And you get 2 purchases of it because EA is being so generous to make you be able to buy it twice. So you could spend about $120 because they're so generous about it. So that works out. But again, you can also buy them right in the auction house. When you go to the auction house, you could go over and check it in the program and go over to baby goats. And they're right there. And you should be able to see all of them come up. And yeah, it's still pretty hefty on price. This is kind of weird. Is that Franco? What's Franco Harris going for? 18K? So a lot of these guys already had their goats up for sale previously, but now it's going to be going crazy because everybody's going to want these upgraded holiday goats, all right? So we're going to have to see how it works out, but all in all, I showed you, you're going to need like 60 and 60. So if you're the kind of person that goes crazy and wants every goat, that's going to be pretty hefty in price, man, if you want to do that. But again, I don't really promote you know, spending excessive amounts of cash. So I'm going to grind those solos and then probably spend the $58 once because I got to get, you know, I'm going to have to get the Calvin. So pretty much what happens is EA got us all because they gave us that Doritos Calvin and now he's useless. Pretty much that 84 overall Calvin that everybody was going crazy for from the Doritos packs that a lot of my fans in Canada and abroad couldn't get. He's pretty much useless right now. You can't do anything with him. He's not eligible for a set. He's not auctionable, and he's worth 8 coins. And now they just upgraded his other one to an 87. So, and remember, keep in mind also, those goats are not tradable, and they're not auctionable. So all this stuff that you're spending money for is just for your team, which is why I'm trying to figure, even if I want to do it, I might just do it for Randy Moss, because if I, hold on, I should get a total of, what did I get? It would be 33, right? 33 plus the other 11. Okay, so I'm going to still have to get goats, but I can get this guy to a 90 by just straight hustling. But more than likely, you guys are going to want me to get Calvin. I already know you guys want me to get Calvin, so he could go out there and just drop passes wide open. So I might spend the cash, but I'm going to need you guys to let me know. Yo, should I do this Calvin Johnson, bro? I'm really just not in the mood. I'm not going to get this Michael Strahan. That's just a waste of time for me. I'm not really interested in that. In even dealing with that kind of stuff. I'm not going to do that. The whole Michael Strahan thing. I'm not really into that right there, because all of the D linemen, even if you put like a bronze guy in, he's going to block shit and come right in anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Okay, so all in all, you got the holiday goats, okay, and you got the launch player goats, and everybody is there for different ways to put them together. Maybe if you guys already had some of these done, I would just finish them that way. I don't know about spending all new money to get new goats, and there hasn't been a patch as far as the catching and stuff like that. I don't know. That's on you. But now we know how we can upgrade them, and we can see where we could go with it. Because currently, if you look at this right here, this Randy Moss. Okay, I had Brandon Cooks in, but Brandon Cooks does the same thing as Randy Moss. I'm gonna put Randy Moss back in the slot, and we'll just do it like that. Randy Moss can just go back in the slot. We'll leave it like that. But if you do this right, looking at Randy Moss's catch sets right here, it doesn't really matter that he has an 86 catching and OBJ has a 93. OBJ doesn't catch the ball, and neither does Randy Moss. So all that stuff doesn't matter. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are going to say, yeah, my OBJ doesn't drop anything, all that stuff. I'm just being realistic. It doesn't happen. They don't catch the ball. It's a very serious situation that's going on. When guys are wide open, you throw the ball right to them in their hands, and the ball just drops. They come down with the ball, they run for like 5 steps, and it's a drop. They run without the ball, it's a drop. So I don't know exactly what I want to do. If I'm going to end up selling OBJ and then just having Calvin and Randy Moss, if you guys want to see something like that, we could probably do that and just sell OBJ, because he still is going to be worth a decent amount, probably like 600K, and I can use that to put towards, you know, the baby goats and stuff like that for the upgrades. So if you guys want that, I can probably do that, because I don't see what use it would be to have 3-star receivers. You know, Calvin, Randy, and OBJ. I don't really see how that would make sense. So let me see. What is he going for right now? Yeah, like he's a very, very good card. He just can't catch the ball. That's the only problem. And he's still going to be a higher overall than Randy Moss and Calvin Johnson, because he is the master of a set. So with that being said, I don't currently think there's any other new master sets, and I don't think that they have anything set. I think they still have Penn as the last gauntlet champion, yeah, and he's terrible. So going forward, as far as the master sets go, his value will stay high, because it's a grind for him for those 305 solos if you did it that way, the way that I did it. All right, so that covers everything as far as the goats and the holiday goats and all kinds of goats with the goats. If you have any other questions, or you want to know, you know, how these players are going to play possibly, you guys can talk about it amongst each other in the comment section on YouTube, and see what you want to do. But that's every way that you could possibly upgrade your holiday goats and the base goats to get to their higher level of a 90. All right, thank you guys for watching. All my fans all across the world, I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Good luck with your goats, man. One love.